Hello, my name is Adrian Dopico Diaz, NAF alumni of class 2015, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my role as a research assistant at Eli Lilly and Company. Eli Lilly and Company is an American pharmaceutical company that is located in Indianapolis, Indiana, and that sells different healthcare products throughout the world. They were founded during the American Civil War years, and they have been pioneer in many scientific advancements, which include them being the first company that mass-produced the polio vaccine and insulin. As a research assistant, my main responsibility was to assist in the development of a platform that used stem cells. And these stem cells were used to construct a model that was much closer to the humans, which could be then used in the laboratory to design experiments and drugs and treatments better. Among other responsibilities that I had was to do a lot of internet and database research to make sure that I knew and understood the scientific background and rationale behind all of the processes that I had to do, as well as looking for some of the experiences of other companies with the platform. I also had to do a lot of laboratory work. The laboratory work not only consisted of me going into the laboratory and performing whatever assay I had to do, but I also had to keep notes before of what I was going to do. I had to plan it out. And then I had to keep notes and take photographs of everything that went in and that happened during the laboratory. So after that, I was also responsible for attending meetings that range from budget meetings to meetings where we had to design and redesign the approach that we were doing to construct the model and conduct presentations about the platform at a company level, because it was something that we were just introducing. It was very new for this specific company, and we were trying to convince other departments of how this platform could be of use for them. And lastly, at the end of my time there, I had to do a report that included all of my findings, all of my experience, and it was something that they kept over there as evidence of what I had done, because it was a project that's actually used today at the company. So in general terms, what educational and general skills do you need for this particular profession? So I want to start by saying that I just recently graduated from the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor, and I have a biochemistry major, a biochemistry background, and I studied a little bit of the sociology that happens in the healthcare field. So definitely for a laboratory work in a pharmaceutical company, you need to have some type of scientific background, whether it's biology or chemistry or biochemistry, biophysics, physics itself. But also something that I saw in this particular company was the area that I had always been looking for, where science and medicine and business meet is a point where, yes, you're doing science, yes, you're doing a lot of research that's going to do a lot of good in the medicine and it's going to change the medical field. But all of this comes with a business perspective. All of this is going to be put in a price at some point. All of this is going to be thrown into a market. So it's very good for the executives at this type of companies. It's not only good, it's required for them to have at least some kind of master's in business administration or in healthcare administration, something that gives them the tools to be able to manage this business aspect of healthcare. So how has this job industry been affected by the coronavirus pandemic? We all know that Covid19 has hit very hard, and this particular industry in a way was hit, but in another way it was somewhat benefited, because I've seen a lot of pharmaceutical companies coming together. When I worked there, they were kind of everybody. They were a competition. We were not really supposed to talk about projects in between us. And today, they're working together to find a cure. So that's a big change for me. Obviously, they have had to prioritize COVID-19 over other projects that they were doing, because what they have done is that they have converted their installations, the offices and the buildings into testing centers in Indiana. And they're collecting the samples and they're running the experiments to make sure that the patients get the notification of whether they're positive or negative and continue to help. In addition to that, Eli Lilly has invested in a vaccine, and that's something that I've seen beneficial, that they kind of stop important projects to give priority to this, which is something that nobody saw coming. I don't think anybody wanted this, but we have to face it and we have to do it as much as we could, and everybody has a social responsibility over this, including the pharmaceutical companies. So where do I think that the greatest job opportunities are going to be within the 5 to 10 years? In the specific field of medicine and investigation, I think that we're moving into a genome very microscopic world. Technology is going into gene therapy and actually finding out what the DNA is working and what we can do from there. So any type of genetics background, a lot of technology, bioinformatics is a very, very interesting field that's coming along. And I've seen a rise in programs that are combining bioinformatics and information and data analysis with MBAs and business diplomas in the investigation and medicine field, which is something very cool, very beneficial, or at least I think so. Lastly, what is my advice to you guys, to high school students that are interested in a profession or the industry of pharmaceuticals or the investigation research profession? So I kind of jotted down 5 points that I wanted to let you guys in general, and then you guys will work from there. So in general, I think that you guys should always be you. You need to pursue something that you feel identified with. But before you decide what you're gonna do, investigate thoroughly. Go in, see how the field works, maybe get an internship. Investigate it because you want to go into a field that not only do you feel identified with, but that has growing capabilities, because that's going to determine your finances and the way that you're going to grow in that field when you become a professional of it. Be decisive. Like, there are many chances in college and you will see where you will get frustrated and you will tend to say, I'm not going to do this anymore, this is too hard, or this is too easy, I want to change. You have, and like I changed, I have friends that changed, but don't make it a habit of changing every semester, because you will not get anywhere and you will just waste your time and money, because at the end of the day, everything has a monetary value. So don't do that. Try to be as decisive as you can in these things. Apply to everything. I'm sure you guys have heard enough of apply to scholarships and financial aid and schools. Apply to the school of your dreams, because that's the only way that you know whether you can get in or what you're missing to get in. That's the only way you're actually going to know. Always have an answer for these 3 questions as you move along in your life. Who are you? What or where do you want to go? And what are the things that you need to do or you need to change to get there? Those 3 questions, I believe, have been the key in my career, and they have been something that was passed to me from a mentor that I really, really appreciate and has helped me a lot. And lastly, just be passionate about what you do. I know it's hard times and we all have missed moments where we would make our last memories. But at the end of the day, we need to be thankful that we're fine. Probably our loved ones are thankfully fine. So we need to get that love and that strength and put it into the passion that we need to become the professionals that we want to be. That's the only way that our career, our life is going to be worth it. And that is my best recommendation to you guys, because without passion, there's really nothing else. Wish you guys the best of luck. Take care, stay safe, and have a great career. Bye-bye.